Come live. I don't care. According to my emergency phone, this is the phone that I use if I have um, symptoms I'm worried about. This is the phone I use to call 911 on myself. It's 02:26 in the morning and I'm still angry. I got out of jail Wednesday morning. I've only slept for 6 hours and I'm still pissed off. This is a rant video. I'm going to be smoking. I was afraid. I've done this video. This is my 4th attempt. The first 3 were offline only, and I said, fuck it. This is a rolled cigarette. Okay? It's a cigarette. I'm not going to break it open because I'm not wasting my precious tobacco. Alright? I've smoked 4 of your packs of this shit. I've smoked 4 since I got out of jail. I'm not happy with myself. I'm not my ideal me. My ideal me has access to his medical marijuana and doesn't have to dig through fucking garbage when he goes to get his property that has been held hostage. And yes, I'm fucking overblowing it. But yeah, you know what you did, because I took pictures. And I didn't personally take pictures. My wonderful girlfriend did, and she got the picture of you biting your nails because you knew how this was going to look. Well, guess what? The rest of the world's going to know how it's going to look too. And I dare you to call the cops on me. I'm in a tool shed. I live in a little community. It's a very nice place. My landlord, they're sweethearts. The lady's bedridden. The gentleman, they're both getting on in their years. He's got a leg that swells up. I just brought the trash can back from the bottom of fucking Mount Everest. I'll be goddamned the first time it's fucking freezing sleet out there. If that man's walking down that hill to take the trash out, I'm not going to let a gray beard like that break his goddamn ankle, and because we can't figure out how to fucking heal our own goddamn civilians, he might catch a staph infection because your fucking hospital workers are too goddamn lazy to put gloves on. It's not coming out of your paycheck, Sally. Put the fucking gloves on. I don't care about your moisturizer. Leave that shit at home. I don't need to get aroused by the scent of a woman in a fucking... Ugh. I'm angry. And I'm not going to sleep until I get it off my chest. I got a call today. I made a post about it. I'm going to discuss it a little bit. Oh, hey, Carrie. My internet sucks. I can't vouch for the quality of this. Yeah, we're going to have this waiting to reconnect. Bear with me, because I'm not leaving this until I'm calm. I've got my smokes, I've got an Arnold Palmy, and the heater's running. I'm cool. This ain't a hardship. This is luxury. Nobody's in here trying to help me. They've got Microsoft Office Suite that you pay so much money for, where you can template it out, where you can just select him, her, or other. And then you would save... No. Keep doing you. There we are. Yeah, sorry. This is going to happen. Oh, I know you are. Here's the thing. And I mean this in the nicest possible way. Stop messaging me. Everybody needs to just leave me the fuck alone for a couple of weeks. I tried to be polite about it. I'm not being polite anymore. Stop messaging me. Stop helping me. I'm sorry, but being here for me right now is letting me fucking rant. Let me get it off my fucking chest. Because right now, I'm at the level of anxiety, panic, and sleep deprivation without my medical marijuana that I'm honestly wondering how many fucking punches it's going to take to go through that goddamn 2x4. I'm pretty sure it's uno. That's Spanish for one. One of my troops was fucking Mexican. I'm just I'm tired of having to watch every fucking word I say. I wasn't this paranoid when I was on nuclear service, and I wasn't allowed to take fucking Tylenol without a goddamn doctor's prescription, and if I had been hypnotized at any time in my life, I would have been disqualified from nuclear service. And they didn't even dig into my shit like this. But no, because some poor old dear in New Hampshire, wherever the fuck she was from, mistakes my walking stick for an assault rifle, I get to sit in a goddamn cell for 90 days? 97 days? Oh, but they're going to hook me up. They're going to hook me up. They're going to hook me up. They're going to give me credit for 97 days. Fuck you, Mr. Bolden. I tried to go to a party tonight. My girlfriend was out in the rain taking pictures of a goddamn shit show that greeted her when she opened up the storage locker to get my property. I opened up one bag, saw garbage. I said, I'm gonna split the second one. And I started rolling tape. And I said, well, what do we have here? We've got documents underneath of fucking ramen noodles underneath of Mr. Meeseeks. These came from 3 different fucking rooms, and it's in a goddamn trash bag. What professional mover did that, by the way? You know who you are, and if you comment, you're out yourself. Because I ain't saying your name. But you know who you are. You shouldn't bite your nails. I do it because I can't help it. And it's easier to bite my nails than to start biting chunks out of people's ass verbally. That's a verbal metaphor. Oh, yes, Carrie. People ask me what's up, and I say, I found the love of my life. You know, I bought a car. I got out of jail. You know, and I'm pissed off at the world, and I've only slept for 6 hours. And they're like, oh, can I get a breath? And it's like, well, you asked me what's up. I assumed you wanted to know the content of my last 3 days. And then they start to try to help me. And I pissed her off tonight because I couldn't control myself, and I couldn't stop fucking talking. I started talking after I finished fucking crying. Oh no, tears didn't fall on that one. Because of the state of my property, I was almost brought to tears. I didn't start weeping for the second time today. First time was in the parole officer's fucking office. While I'm freaking out about, please let me have my CBD. Please, I need it. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. I sat there and like a goddamn bitch admitted to the fact that I forgot myself and had an apple cider with beer. Or apple cider with pizza. I need to sit down because my knee, you can't, I don't think you can see it in the video, but I'm putting a little bit of weight on this knee and I'm doing the Watusi, so this isn't a bench. I'm using an appliance for a non-authorized fucking use. Thank you, Carrie. But yeah, I'm just, you know, she ended up having enough. What it was it was some friends of hers, and, you know, everybody's got a story, right? You know, and everyone's the hero of their own story. And I don't lie. I was trying to explain the concept of see something, say something, and they were like, what's the matter? What's triggering you? You're in a safe space. I'm like, no, I'm not. Because I can hear all of your conversations, and I'm trained to pick up code words, and everything everyone has said has triggered so many red flags, because all I can think about is, if I walked into a barracks and heard my airmen talking like this, I would literally die, because I would see my potential career just shrivel up and shit itself before jumping off a bridge. And I'm just like, you guys are so profligate. You just don't shut the fuck up. I heard one guy, and I could be wrong, because at this point I was openly weeping, but I heard a guy say, yeah, no, I support gay and trans rights. But, you know, if my son ever came home and said he was gay, I'd kill him. I'm just kidding, but not really. And I'm like, I have a duty to report that. I know I do, but I think he was joking, but maybe not. And now I'm going to catch hell because, well, you know, Mr. Bolden, you were a former staff sergeant. Well, that didn't count for shit when you were holding me in solitary confinement. When you're fucking with me, I'm Mr. Bolden. But when somebody else fucks up and ends up killing themselves, I'm Sergeant Bolden again, and I should have known better. Yeah, you're right. What I should have done is gone to fucking Sweden and asked for a postnatal abortion. It's only 31 years late. Oh, but no, you try to pull the chute and jump off the planet, they want to fucking stop you. They want to stop you just so they can take away more shit and teach you what a bad boy you were. I'm 31 going on 4 and I'm on fucking probatory timeout for the next 24 months. I mentioned that I'm getting divorced. She commiserates. I mentioned it's in England. And by the rules as written, I'm barred international travel. And you know what? Because it's on the books, when I get to the English side, they're probably going to turn me away. And even though I'm holding a fucking court summons, they're still going to turn me away because they can't think for themselves for long enough to go, oh man, the guy's got a goddamn signed document sealed by a court. Yeah, it's probably a fake because I see those every day. And then you point out, no, you don't, jackass. Call the number on it. Oh, that could be faked. Well, why don't you call it and find out? That's not our policy. Fuck your policy. And guess what? Guess what, King County? If you actually read the medical records that are released to you, you would know that the words, that's our policy, is a huge trigger. Because those exact words have been used to cudgel me into compliance for longer than I can remember. I've been through the system. Just because I'm new to Washington fucking state doesn't mean I'm new to state government bullshit. I know your games better than you do because I'm a federale motherfucker who play the same games with bigger toys. So get the fuck in your own lane. Stop telling me how to live my life. Do I look high to you? So yeah, riddle me this, King County. If this was the marijuana cigarette that was causing all the problems, marijuana is supposed to make you calm. It's pushing 3, and I still haven't calmed down. And before you ask, yes, I did. When I was crying on that patio, because all I wanted was for people to leave me the fuck alone and finish my cigarette and stop saying things that I have to stop them and say, don't do that. I said to someone I was an atheist. He returns with, I'm an anti-theist. I'm like, explain that. That's interesting. I haven't heard that one before. I'm just anti-theology. 60 some odd days out of the 97. It got to the point where I felt safer and solitary because the dipshits of general population also think they're hard. They're from the Pacific Northwest. Fuck you. If you want to play fucking Birth Town, I'm from Baltimore, asshole. Didn't spend a lot of time there, but I did survive it. It's not called Bulletmore Murderland for nothing. Because I'm dangerous. You're right. For a certain definition of dangerous, I'm super dangerous because I know the law better than you. And I only just started. Every time, because here's the thing, I read the references. When the law references another law, I fucking alt-tab that shit, open a new window, and pull that law up, and I read them side by side and go, oh, hey, this one says this. That's why I was so confused. I got my hopes up. That's the problem. I read something, got my hopes up. Documents that was issued to me in court, it said medical marijuana prescription holders may have to divulge this and we will try to work with your needs. That implies to me that if I can prove to them that I need it, and I do, they'll let me slide. Just don't talk about it in court because we got dickheads in here that can't find their ass with both hands on a fucking map. We're going to fuck with you over it because it's easier than doing our jobs. Thanks, guys. I feel real supported. But yeah, you'll give me a soft maybe. I've struggled all day. House party. Lovely gathering. It was a surprise party. It was this lady's birthday. Somebody made moonshine. They're drinking moonshine. Everybody was in cocktail dresses except for me. I'm in steel-toe boots, fucking cargo pants, and some fucking t-shirt. I bought it all at Walmart. Stop calling my girlfriend. Stop it. She's trying to sleep. She's got work tomorrow. Just leave me alone. Just stop. I don't want your help. I got to the point where I was like, babe, I'm leaving it in your hands because I'm so fucked up. I don't even know if I should go to the hospital because if I do, they're going to commit me. And if I don't, and then I accidentally let slip that I had a fucking panic attack and I asked Claire to have my back, they're going to take that as, oh, but What if he's lying to us and really he wanted to go to the hospital because he was... Oh, I'm not repeating it. I'm sorry, Carrie. I'm not answering questions. I'm just being safe, man. This is part of my safety plan. Just try... I gotta let this out. You know, and I gotta do it in a safe way, but I'm not being quiet. Fuck your career. I don't know you. I don't know you. You're not family. I'm totally unconnected here. You've got nothing I want. I've got nothing you want. Trust me on that. You don't want this. This one's not for you. If you're trying to catch a promotion off my ass, your princess is in another castle. It's alright, Carrie. I don't want people to get butthurt and call the police on me and mistaking the fucking, you know, wood saw behind me for an assault weapon. You know, and it wasn't even the time. I can deal with time, but they kept fucking with me. Oh no, Bolden, you're going home Monday. Monday comes. Oh no, there's a water main break on the street, so they evacuated the court. You did what? What's your alternate court location? What's that mean? So when am I getting out now? Oh, we're going to hook you up. How? Well, I don't know yet. Well, then don't tell me you're going to hook me up, because you don't actually have power. What are you doing? Are you feeding me bullshit? What's the saying? Keep them in the dark and feed them bullshit and watch them grow? Yeah, we're mushrooms, asshole. No, you trained us because you expect the best. You want fucking sterling service. You know what? The Brits have a saying. You pay punky... I can't even speak straight. You pay peanuts, you get monkeys. If you want people with a brain, you actually have to treat them like they're valuable. Don't tell me human resources is the most valuable resources and then pay me like I did fucked it up because I signed on the dotted line and wanted to serve my country. But you know what? We take it because promises are made. People won't fuck with you. They'll respect you. When you politely tell them to fuck off and stop talking to you, you'll go away. If he has to spell it out for you, you already done fucked up. You're not going to make it better. Some young man was so determined to be there for me and to assure me that I was in a safe space. No, it was all legal. It's above board. They're allowed to do that. Because there was, probable cause has been widened so much that I'm not sure what you can legally do anymore without being accused of harassing someone, because in the state of Washington, gross misdemeanor harassment, which I pled guilty to, says the person who is guilty of this offense shall do these things, threaten to harm, blah, 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 and annoy. I would agree with the annoy thing, because I'm pretty sure I'm annoying a lot of people that think they're more powerful than me because they have more money and fucking lawyers. Guess what? I've got the power of insomnia and critical lack of fucks to give. You don't have that superpower because you have shit to lose. You assholes have taken absolutely everything from me, and I didn't even fuck up. Do a background check, then start digging in my ass. Don't come at me, take away my freedoms, fuck with me for 3 months, and then tell me to do my homework. I already did, asshole. You're not telling me anything new. So don't fucking give me the look. I'm tired of the fucking look. Don't ask me what my problem is if you don't want to fucking hear it. If I need help, I'll ask for it. Otherwise, fuck off. You got your guilty plea. Chalk one up for the good guys. Leave me the fuck alone. But I can't say that because they'll put my ass back in jail for a whole year and then Claire's not going to have help. But if I report this as a medical thing, they're going to lock me up in the loony bin for another week and fuck with Claire some more. So either way, Claire's getting fucked with. I swear, and I could be hearing the fan and wishful thinking, but I swear to God I keep hearing her on the phone drift over the wind ever so slightly. You know, like, I can't hear words or anything, but I swear I hear... Yes, good night, Jen. I swear I hear, like, her talking to somebody, and I'm sure it's... They're not good Samaritans at the end of the day. Because honestly, it's incompetent Samaritan. You have no idea what you're looking at. It's so far outside your frame of reference, you don't even know where your fucking feet are. But you're going to jump in with both of those feet that you have no idea their location and help this man whether he likes it or not. Because you're protected by Good Samaritan laws no matter how much you fuck it up. I lost $150 on first aid training. because I was in jail. Did the cops look at that? No, they didn't. It was posted right up there on my fridge, right next to the credentials of ministry. We call that an orgy of evidence that this person is probably not a fuck up. I gave them my DD-214, and then I gave them a copy of my fucking training writ. I have protection of the president on that shit, and the Constitution course. They're extra credit. I did that shit for fun because I was bored, and I didn't want to get caught playing spades, because I had a feeling when I walked through the gate that our master sergeant fucking woke up with a goddamn turd in his Wheaties. So I wasn't going to do anything that day. I looked like I was fucking off on the computer. I was doing the CBTs. I was that fucking bored. It was Christmas, and yet we have to be in fucking office because somebody wants to prove to some other officer they met in a bar that the Air Force is as hard as the Marines. We're not. We provide a different service. They are door-to-door service. We're fucking airdrop delivery. There's no shame in being the guy that stays at home, you know? So certainly don't shame me for going to Afghanistan and building bombs that went off to kill terrorists. I'm not ashamed of that, nor will I be bullied into shame for that. It's a goddamn shame. What I am ashamed of, the fact that somebody I deeply trust at the VA called me to tell me to watch what I post on Facebook. I said, oh, dude, have you been looking at my Facebook? In so many words. And he was like, no, I don't do that Facebook shit. But I'm just saying, somebody called me, you know, lock it up, brother, you know, in so many words. He doesn't speak like that. I'm trying to anonymize it as much as I can so that when the son of a bitch fucking comes for me, the nebulous son of a bitch that's a stand-in for several different people and organizations, when they come for me, they're going to out themselves. Watch it. Watch it happen. I just don't know what else to do with myself. I spent $150 today on fucking gems so I can get up on my fucking gemstone shit, my jewelry making. You know, but I felt guilty getting tools that I need because I just bought a car and I really want to start putting money aside for the kids' savings because they're shitting out at school. Or at least it looks like that from their report card. And it's all connected. I just think, how far do I go back? And honestly, if I go back far enough, it's, yeah, abortion. Yeah, we should have ended me at abortion. That should have been the end of this conversation, because this is just fucked. How you feeling today, John? Oh, well, you know, I haven't spoken to my kids since, May. Oh, that's a shame. Of 2007. Let me finish. It's just kind of tough for me to say, so there's a bit of a pause. Don't jump in there. That wasn't an invitation for your fucking sympathy. I fell asleep in the fucking car. And I was so fucked up. I thought time was looping. I was so fucked up. I kept falling asleep, and Claire was counting on me to be the navigator. And it was micro naps. Like I would sleep, and then she'd be like, John, I need directions. I look up, and I did exactly the same thing. I looked at my phone, and I looked at the clock, and then I looked at the aux cable, and then I looked at Claire, and she would say something. I have no idea what the fuck. To my dying days, I will never know what she said. She could have been calling me a fucking chicken fucker, and I'll never know. And then I'd look at the seat, and then I'd look at the clock again, and a few minutes had passed. And for a minute there, I'm like, oh, that's it, I'm dead. I'm just going to relive the last minute of my life because we just got plowed by a goddamn cattle truck. But no, it was me sleeping, and it took me better part of an hour to figure out that that's what was happening with my time skips. I wasn't getting butt probed on the same goddamn road, and if I had been butt probed, pretty sure Claire wouldn't be laughing about it. At least I hope not, and that's when the paranoia sets in. I'm like, maybe Claire is the type of person to laugh at me while I'm getting butt probed by aliens in my missing time events. No, John, that's stupid. Use your head. It's not a hat rack. I rolled a cigarette like a spliff to try to it's a spliff light. All the fun flavor of a spliff with none of the marijuana.
It's an unfiltered cigarette, dickhead. Call it what it is. The baby's ugly. Oh, he's a drama queen. No. No, this is what happens when you tell a man to rub dirt on it for 31 fucking years and finally he says, you know what, dirt's not working. Oh, here, we've got this great meditation class. A volunteer teaches it because we can't afford it, but it's offered. And I fucking, every time I take another bite of this shit sandwich, I fucking smile and I say, yes, sir, can I have another? And they just get more creative. I've been gaming the system a little bit. I've been under the assumption that it has to end eventually. They can't keep fucking with me forever. There is a bottom. I just haven't found it yet. And then sometimes I have enough stability where I'm like, this is the bottom. This is as bad as it can get. Okay, let's build up. And then they fucking open the trapdoor. Hey, what's up, Rob? I'm done being quiet. Claire's going to work tomorrow. At this point, it's late enough where I'm just going to stay up until she goes to work in the morning, and then I'll go try to rack out, so if I'm screaming in my sleep. It's been half the problem, because she needs sleep desperately. You know, she's overworked and underpaid just like everybody else. I've been sleeping in part because I'm too afraid to have a nightmare. Because it's been just as trying as it has been for me in jail. At least I had the comfort that nobody was bothering me. I was in isolation, so it wasn't available. Occasionally I had to yell at a fucking crackhead, or I'd get in an argument with some young homeboy who has fucking 206 tattooed on his neck, and I already know the answer before I ask the question. I'm like, what's 206, bud, man? Is that meaningful to you? And he's like, I'm from the 206, homie. Where are you from? I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. So if I say nothing and walk away, probably going to try to fight me because he'll interpret that as fucking disrespect. If I tell him where I'm actually from, he's going to call me a lying shit. If I lie, it's going to tell him my face, and he's going to call me a lying shit. Let's go with the truth and get called a liar anyway, and then I'll try to defuse the situation by pointing out that I have PTSD. He's going to mistake that for schizophrenia, and then he's going to call me a weirdo and walk away, and then claim I suck dicks and take fucking donkey shows in the ass or something. I could barely keep up with the insults. They don't even make sense. At least when the Air Force insults you, they actually know the words that they're using, and they use them correctly. Call you a fucking anal-dwelling ass spelunker. What that means in layman's terms is, I think you live in an asshole, which you also explore deeply, much like a cave. And that has nothing to do with your sexuality. I can't write, because as soon as I fucking put pen to paper, I'm struck with how much it looks like a fucking cheesy goddamn dramedy. I feel like I'm writing a goddamn Netflix show as part of their comedy lineup at this point. Because I'm like, it is funny as fuck if you're not me. If you're watching from the outside, it's goddamn gas. You know, people ask me what I've been doing today, and when I tell them exactly what I've been doing today, I'm pretty sure they think I'm full of shit and I've been in Fantasyland all day at best, or they're like, oh, we got another fucking tweaker. So now, not only are they disrespecting me, they're also disparaging my girlfriend because they're suggesting that she's the type of girl that dates fucking tweakers. She's not. She's the brains of the operation. As you can see. Don't bother her. Just don't. This is for me. No one's asking you to be here watching it. So if you don't like what you're seeing, look away. I'm not there holding your head to the screen, Clockwork Orange style. Don't put this on me. If you watch my live stream and get scared, you get antsy in your pantsy, and fucking itchy fucking 911 finger, just stop. I posted a video that Prince Harry put out in the recent past because I didn't see it before I went to jail. He talks about dark humor. Yeah, this is all true. It's also kind of funny if it's not happening to you. And that rhymes, and that's why I pause, because I'm like, shall I drop the rhyme? Fuck it. Justin Bieber gets paid to do it. He looks like half of my nutsack. So, as Red Green said on the Red Green show, or whatever the fuck, my brain doesn't work, and I can tell that my internet's fucking up because I see Amanda's, she was a coworker of mine when I was in England. I can see her profile popping up and dropping off. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure it fucking puts the whole video up here. It's probably going to buffer and bullshit on your end, but on my end, we got smooth sailing. This is the result of modern war, by the way. This isn't a bug, it's a feature to crib off of fucking TYT. So, guess what? I've gotten to the point where I'm pretty much exclusively quoting people. That's an autistic trait. I can't tell if I'm desperately asking people to stop helping me or if I'm actually severely autistic. I have no idea. Trump's not the disease, people. He's a symptom. Trump is a symptom. The anthropomorphic Cheeto, what's it for my British friends? He's a symptom. This problem is much older than him and his fucking bone spurs. What's your problem, dude? Where do I start? Once again, public service announcement. I'm not going to hurt anybody, including myself. I have no plans to do anything like that. The saw behind me is for wood. As part of the fact that I'm getting a great deal on my rent, I have agreed to do lawn work. Except it's dark as fuck, it's wet, I don't have appropriate fucking lighting, and I'm not going into that fucking apartment where my girlfriend's trying to sleep. She's a veterinary technician, she's got work in the morning. And guess what, dickheads? My girlfriend isn't listed on Facebook. She's not my girlfriend on Facebook because I don't need Facebook to remind me who I'm sleeping with. I can do that all by myself, thanks. Just honestly, at this point, I've had agents of King County, people who are in the employ and collect a paycheck from the government of King County, even if it's technically the city of Seattle because of the way the payment system works. Where the fuck is Seattle, Dr. Asshole? I'm pretty sure it was in King County because all the documentation I have says I'm fucking with King County. Doesn't really give people's names. I'm fucking with whole organizations. I hear the voice. I gotta look again. I'm probably imagining things, and it's probably just the fan and my poor hearing working against me. But let's look-see, because okay, big brother. I just realized it's Saturday morning. I live very close to a picturesque lake in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. There's college students down there having a party. That's why I can hear women giggling. Like young women, you know, as opposed to old ladies giggling. So if you're not like in a geriatric home, you're a young lady. I hate how everything I say at this point in American history can be misconstrued because the English language is weird. All right, if I say I'm going to put my pizza in your refrigerator and I say it with the right tone of voice, you can legally come at me for being sexually inappropriate or some shit because this is Facebook and everyone thinks that they have a constitutional right for Facebook. Guess what? You don't. It's a free service. You don't pay for this, do you, idiot? And don't say the advertisements are your payment. No, we have advertisements because you want the world for free. So guess what? Somebody's footing the bill, dickhead. So if you have to watch a fucking League of Crash Legends for the 80th time, I don't want to fucking hear your yap. I don't. Either sign up for the subscription service so you can skip the ads or shut the fuck up. I didn't get old overnight. My mask wore away. Okay, the eating the shit sandwiches with a smile to make your life easy. I'm not doing that anymore. I signed away my right to medicate with marijuana, something that I moved to Washington State. I'm not from here, I'm from Maryland. But Maryland can't unfuck itself because some pack of assholes have really fucking strong convictions about marijuana, which they don't know anything about, but they're going to say everything is hearsay. Then they're going to turn around and say gay people cause hurricanes because God's pissed off we ate pork. That's a word salad sandwich. Doesn't make sense. And I know I'm repeating myself, but I feel like I have to because nobody fucking starts at the beginning of anything. They open the book in the middle and go, this is the shit. Oh, this is scary. Start at the beginning and read the whole thing. I'm so cold. I forgot a sweater, but I'm not done ranting, and I don't want to go into it, so let me move this a little closer to it. I still don't know where my wallet is. My meds are probably in a garbage bag because my meds were in the kitchen, and the first garbage bag I opened had things from the kitchen in it, but they were on top of more important, delicate things that were not in the kitchen. Or at least last time I checked. Who knows? So the next Facebook Live I do, I'll be much calmer, much less shaky, ideally, and I will be doing a storage unit unboxing. But here's the twist, America. It's my storage unit, and they're my boxes, but I didn't pack them. Persons unknown currently packed them because I was assured by an attorney for the prosecution that my belongings were packed to the highest standards, and they hired a company specifically to do it, and everything was boxed up and squared away. I looked inside of one of the trash bags, and it was actually trash. Because I'm like, I guess somebody enjoyed a Dr. Pepper. What? 10 foot? Wait a minute. No, they emptied the trash out of my trash can. I wasn't expecting to go to jail. I was expecting to walk outside, have a chat with the nice man in the badge, go back into my apartment, sleep it off. No. Somebody needs a promotion. Wow. If you know what I'm talking about, if you have intimate knowledge of the case I'm alluding to, you ain't getting promoted from this one, Jack. By the time I'm done, you're going to hear it sound vaguely similar to fucking 1,000 HR employees fucking shitting their pants because they know their job just got harder. And guess what? You know, my public defender, great guy, not a great public speaker. And also, he has no tact. He does not understand people very well. He understands the law very well, and he gave great advice, but he is... Sorry, I love you, buddy. I really do, and I mean it. I'd love to have a beer for you and talk things over after this is all done, because I gotta know what the fuck was going through your head, because it wasn't my case at certain points. Like, I'm not going to out you on anything, but I just need to know the answer for a few things, because I know the answer, but I want to make sure, because I know how the real world works. I can't even speak straight. Fuck it, I'm chain smoking. I finished the rollie, which I fucking nursed like a goddamn baby bottle I got. Alright, we got 5 cigarettes, half of an Arnold Palmy. I have my keys, so you know what? We might go on an adventure. I might end this stream and start it up again from a local gas station. Who knows? My girl got me a house key cut. She's got that done on the second day. Second fucking day out of jail, and she's already got me a key. And then I go and buy her some earrings, antique, you know, secondhand jewelry, but it's all I can afford right now. And she, when we were talking later, she was like, I didn't even really want to accept this because it's too much. And I'm like, not for you, though. They fucked me up so much, I don't even know if I can trust the woman who had me in her thoughts and prayers, to say the least, every single day I was in fucking incarcerated. And she did all that for me while maintaining her employment, while maintaining a social calendar, while maintaining her household. She's got her shit together, but because, you know, she had a rough childhood like a lot of us have, she gets shit on, you know, and she gets read the riot act by someone, you know, that she's close to, because, you know, oh, warning signs, he's a veteran, that's scary. And it's like, I thought I was supposed to get a first impression in person. Unless I'm that fucking interesting. Maybe I am super fucking interesting. But if that were the case, why am I not trending? Probably because I don't have tits and I can't rap. My dancing game was never very good. Certainly having a bone spur that I haven't addressed yet. Kate knows what I'm talking about because she's a fucking boss. But yeah, it's not conducive to the fucking dancing. I got my own dance. It's called the shake. It's what I do when I'm fucked up, which is all the time. It's funny, there's some veteran YouTubers. They're both Army, and I'm Air Force, but I'm a maintainer, you know, and I just, when they're just roasting everybody, and they're so self-aware, but it doesn't look like it because we have what's called military bearing. We can keep our shit together while saying, and go ahead and link to him, because I don't feel comfortable doing it, but he deserves fair retribution because he's a fucking god. And yeah, that's another thing, nameless rental company. I had packages sitting in the lobby. I ain't gotten around to collecting them yet, but I'm missing some t-shirts I bought from a fucking veteran because he's fucking awesome and he reminds me of Master Sergeant Griggs. Thank you so much, Sergeant Backbone. I watched those videos this morning to prep myself for going to fucking the parole officer because I just needed a laugh. And I'm like, yeah, I get it now. I get the, like, you know, I was an NCO, I was an E5. Staff Sergeant! Yeah, I was a sergeant, you know, and Air Force Special. And it's an aside from an aside from an aside, but I thought it was funny when Army guys would give me a little bit more respect, because what the Air Force did, and it's so blatant, they basically copied everything for Staff Sergeant from the Army, except instead of E6, you're E5. You're going to do the job of an E6, you're going to get the pay of an E5. You signed up for the Air Force, dumbass. And they call us the smart branch. I'm like, if only you knew. Like some of the other vets I met in jail, I'm like, no, the Army was the place for you because you would have yeah, that's why guys like you don't get into the Air Force, because you would have fucked up before you even got to basic training. They wouldn't have even let you off the plane. It's like, no, this one's got a return flight. He's going back to Dev. He's going to redo this one. He clearly forgot the duck walk and the doctor staring at your butthole while you prove that you can read. It's like, I got a fucking high school diploma with my name spelled correctly, don't I? I'm pretty sure I can read. No, we need to check. Yeah, teacher, fucking trainee. That's what happens when you sign a kid off and give him a passing grade without actually teaching him the shit. You get an airman that gets all the way to his fucking first duty station, forgets where he got told where the defect was, but somehow he found Popeyes. Then he goes to the first sergeant,
bitching about how he doesn't have any money because he had to eat Popeyes. And what happened? Oh, Senior Airman Bolden, you fucked up. You didn't show him where the DFAC was. I'm like, sir, he lives above the DFAC. It's right there. I even said, hey, man, you need chow. It's in that building down there. It's called the Knights Table. It's not a Knights Table, but they got nice tables, and you won't starve. Wait till your money comes in, and don't go get drunk tonight. Because guess what? That's the same fucking briefing my shop chief gave me when I first got there about a year and a half before. I can go brag about it because he was a new kid. I didn't know who he was, and I didn't want to shit on him before he got introduced to the unit. Turns out he's a bag of turds. But when I throw him off a crew, his butthurt fucking staff sergeant comes to me, a senior airman, chews my ass for fucking with his training. I don't have the rank, not the balls, but I don't have the rank to turn around and tell him it's his ass that should be training him. And you're right, he's not in my chain of command, so why am I crew chiefing your jobs? That's your job. Do your job, Sarge. But no, E4s are bullshit, unless they're running the fucking Department of Defense. So I thought, fuck it. I'll be an E5 so I can be an E4 and at least be respected for it. Nope. Guess what, Sergeant Bolden? Fuck you. You had the audacity to not be able to pull out 4 kids. What are you in a cult? Saturday duty. Why? Oh, you know, we're going to try to mop up a leaky building that was built in the 1950s and literally has frogs breeding in it. This is a munition structure. And some of you guys are still fucking there. You know which one I'm talking about. Because Did they tear it down? No, they did refurbish it. I think. Maybe not. But it's in fucking Arkansas. And it's gonna flood again because it has a high water table. And we always go with the lowest bidder. Because we can always afford new staff cars because the general really likes that Tesla. But no. We can't spend the money on a fucking contractor who's worth a damn because Billy Bob's cousin's got fucking hard times and we're going to throw his contracting company they just set up so he can make his probation officer happy and get him off his back. Then you're going to tell me to go mop up frog spawn. Aim high, Air Force. And I knew I wasn't getting in the good old boy club at that fucking base because you know what? I said, fuck it. He's a master sergeant. I'm a staff sergeant. I'm going to do it. So I took a couple of airmen, detailed our asses down there. We filled the fucking bucket. I did actually make the poor airman, who was not a fucking punk kid off the street. It was during the fucking economic downturn. The man had a wife and a kid that needed feeding. So he gave his life to the fucking Uncle Sam, who's now got him, a grown-ass man with real responsibility, and he signed on the line knowing exactly what he was getting into, mopping up swamp water and putting it into a bucket. He did like 2 or 3, and I was like, fuck that. And I took the bucket into the back where it was sloped even down, because guess what? I can tell how deep the water is by looking at it, because guess what? Maryland is a water state. I grew up around the water. Sorry that I don't sound like I just stepped off of a crabbing ship. I can't do everything all the time. I just pick things up as I go along. And then, yeah, I just scooped up a full bucket load. Stacker 90 to the chief. Come down here. I had to edit myself because I almost said the real call signs, and they're probably still using them. InfoSec is everyone's responsibility. But anyway, so he bebops down there ready to tear my ass. I'm like, well, we've done 1 bucket with the mop, sir. Yeah, I lied to my fucking NCO. Eat me. He lied to me. He said the Air Force was the best job in the world. I know we all know it. But don't lie to me. And I'm like, sir, this is, as much as I'm happy to continue, I do feel like there's better things we could be spending our time on. And I think, and I'm happy to do the paperwork. Because remember, I'm still the new fucking staff sergeant, and I was quite a young staff sergeant. So nobody knew me there. It's a small base. Click mentality sort of thing. It just develops, man. It's a small crew. You're more like friends and coworkers, and then you throw this new jackass in, and oh, guess what? He's one of those. He's an exceptional family member program. Oh,
his wife's a crazy bitch. Yup. And then, I talk about my story a little bit. Yeah, I'll fucking hand up. She's a benefit bunny. And fuck you, benefit bunny. You know what you are. You fucking left me in Arkansas and took all the kids to the fucking UK. I was too afraid of you to say no, and you fucking knew it. As soon as my goddamn voluntary separation pay dropped into my goddamn bank account, did I get to set that aside to fucking plan for my retirement? Did I fuck? What did happen was German engineered tits, a tummy tuck that she ruined by trying to lift a piano, a fucking new car, a new kitchen in her dad's subsiding fucking house that she's getting government funding for. And I swear to God, England, after all the shit you've put me through, I dare you to touch her benefits. I dare you. Because I'll drop everything I'm doing. Seattle and King County will get a reprieve, so I can go over there and ask you why Theresa May's hatred of fucking immigrants is suddenly my fucking problem. Because everybody I met in England seemed to agree I'm not that bad of a guy as long as you don't piss me off. Because I'm not even going to hit you. I'm going to do worse. I'm going to make you feel about this fucking big. And then I'm going to tell you you're a good one. You're not one of the shitheads. Called the ACLU yesterday. It's a new day. Called the ACLU yesterday. Apparently they can only give me legal advice, as in, how the fuck do I even start unfucking this fuck tangle? No, they can only give advice for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Probably going to take a break for lunch. This is what happens when the last best hope for civilians in fucking America to do fair redress of grievance isn't funded well enough in the city of fucking Seattle, which has more hipster liberal pieces of shit per square mile than anywhere else on earth, who talk a great game about social justice, but when it comes to putting the fucking hand in the glove, just not available. They got a microbrew fucking tasting to attend to, and they're really interested in this new artisanal soup that they fucking learned about from Morocco. Yeah, you know who taught you that? Probably some dude fleeing people who like to cut your head off if you don't agree on a certain prophet that didn't or did die in a certain order. I don't even know. I don't give a fuck. Worship a fucking shoe for all I care. Just get your goddamn job done. Don't look at me like I'm the jackass because I called you out and asked you where your fucking warrant was. You said I needed to get in the car. That's your policy. I followed your policy. Next thing I know, I'm getting my asshole prized apart. Oh, well, you know how it is. You were military. LT says we got to do something. Got to make a show. The people are watching. I go, yeah, I know. Why didn't the LT come down here and tell me that herself? Well, it's not our policy. I'm like, no, I think you're bullshitting me. No, I ain't bullshitting you. I'm like, hey, buddy, we're friends. Yeah, just because I went along with it doesn't mean I like you or I agreed with you. I know what you fuckers are like better than you do. I know what the blue shotgun shells are for. Ammo troop. And when you got your jackasses in a fucking tack vest loaded up with shotgun shells in the fucking Starbucks in a Barnes & Noble that I just talked about to my parole officer about how that was a safe space. And I gotta look at your fucking dumb Call of Duty ass wearing shotgun shells on your vest like you're fucking John Wayne. You're not. You got a stupid fucking haircut and no plan for the rest of your life. So you're a goddamn glorified mall cop in Northgate. Fuck your feelings. Get a heart condom. Your chickens are coming home to roost, and any other euphemism I can use for, you fucking made this mess, Seattle. You look at it. I'm gonna clean it up, because I'm that kind of guy. I didn't even fuck this up. But you know what? You got my attention. I'm coming to the fucking rescue. They told me I was an American hero. Well, America needs hero. And here he is. I'm sorry it wasn't what you expected. I don't have political correctness because I don't have a political fucking opinion. That's banned. Unless you're a hardcore Republican that loves Jesus, hates gays, and has a fucking gun for a penis that shoots fucking America. Not shooting at America. They're small fucking Americas. I'm using, and I know they're gonna
throw at me. Oh, he was just saying that because he knows the law and he thinks it's going to get him out of his charges. Well, I'm going to show him. No, I use humor to cope because otherwise I'm going to start putting holes in this nice shed that's keeping me from freezing to fucking death while I walk around outside in circles until I stop feeling like punching holes in every inanimate object I come across, because that's not necessarily illegal. It's just frowned upon. I very well know that punching humans is illegal. Punching dogs is illegal. And I'm pretty sure in this state, if I saw a fucking worm that was drowning in a puddle and I punched it to death to put it out of its misery, some asshole would fucking take issue with it, because who am I to end that worm's life? End its life, it's a fucking worm. Secondly, it's gonna end its life as fucking crow shit, because it's about 35 minutes from drowning. Look, it looks like your fucking pinky dick when you fucking sit in the bath for too long and you forget yourself because you're playing Battleship with your Ducky and your Power Ranger thing that you think is cool because it's vintage. It's not. Those toys sucked. Our childhood is not as good as my kids' childhood. Guess what? My kids have a pony and they each have a fucking iPad. If you gave me an iPad in 1991, I would have called you a fucking wizard. I jerked off with dial-up, AOL, fucking, what was it, 52 kilobytes a second. And you want to bitch about how you're supposed to get 1 terabyte speeds? I didn't even think that was physically possible. Oh, hi, Q. I probably said that wrong, but thanks for the like of the video. I don't even see you as one of my viewers. I see Tanya. And you know what, Tanya? I was actually talking you up. I was talking about you at the mental health group, and I'm like, you know what? One of the things that really helped me was Barclays PLC. And they're like, Barclays? You mean the bank? And then somebody piped in, yeah, you know, they fuck you on everything. I'm like, first of all, you don't know what you're talking about. Shut the fuck up. They do fuck people, but not the way you think. And mainly, they fuck their employees. Because you people didn't get your fucking ass wiped. And when the fucking banker finally had enough and had to explain that they couldn't reverse the charges because you meant to buy Magnum condoms and you got turned down, isn't Barclay's problem. So you make a complaint and claim that he called you a fag. Yes, I saw something similar to that. Ben knows what I'm talking about, and so does Tanya. She works the floor and makes Barclays look good. You know, but she has kids, and unfortunately, these kids have some needs. And she has to juggle that with Barclays. I'm sorry, Tanya doesn't want to hear about how you can't afford a pint tonight. She doesn't have time for it. She's got an old lady behind you who doesn't fucking get visits from the grandkids. She comes in every week to fucking hang out with Tanya for 20 minutes before she toodles on down to the butcher's and goes back to fucking sit alone in her house. Yeah, everyone's getting lit up until I get tired. I'm done being quiet. Sorry, guys. I know my British friends are watching. I see you there. Sorry to call you out like that, but Tanya, honestly, you coming out and smoking with me and always having my back, I haven't forgotten, Tanya, where you got so good at spot when I was about to have a panic attack. You'd always come up, you know, like, hey, John, here's a fag. You know, hey, I got this. I got the floor. And I would go out back by Debnams and fucking sit there and meditate the universe, and you'd join me a few minutes later, and I would joke about how the crush butts, I didn't like them, so they weren't crushed. I was like, see, look, click, and I click it at you or some dumb shit because I'm just needed a friend, and you were a friend. You never once assumed that I wanted to fucking touch your boobs, and I'm pretty sure if I had asked, you would have let me because you're that kind of chick. You're fucking awesome, and you're a credit to Britain. You are what England needs. You're not the problem, Tanya. You're human. Don't let people shit on you or your kids. And you know what? I would, you know, if Barclays called me up and said, John, we got an idea for a viral marketing campaign. You know, we love the energy. We love this, you know, but we're only going to pay you 3 pence an hour. And then you're going to get plugged in the ass by this big beefy dude who got a head injury in fucking rugby, but he thinks he's the man. So what are you up for? And I would fucking jump at him. I'm like, just get my visa so I can be close to my babies. And can Claire come? Because that would be nice, and she should have some international travel. And they would go, sure, but you have to live in a fucking boot. Sold. Book the tickets. I'll go find my fucking passport tonight. Oh, but it's after hours, Sergeant Mr. Bolden. Sorry, you're a fuck up now, so I'm going to call you Mr. Bolden. No, wait. You call me Sergeant Bolden when I'm a fuck up. Because you think that's going to snap me out of my anger. It's not. That's just my cue to shut the fuck up because you're about to fuck me and I want to see how many times you fumble it before you finally get the dick in. Hey, Ben. I haven't forgotten you either. Ben's a fucking legend. Having a bad day, walks with me over to the pub and we have a pint, and you know what? Doesn't blink twice. I told that story to my fucking parole officer, and she's like, it's like a different world. Yeah, it's that just drinking is not tolerated. I'm like, you know what? You saying that makes me want to fucking drink. Oh, that was the icing on the cake. I've done this 4 times before. I said, fuck it, I'm just doing a live stream until I get tired. Went to this party, and it's civilian exposure therapy. It probably has a name what I'm doing, but that's what I'm calling it. I'm trying to get involved with civilians. I walk in, hey, welcome to the party. Hey, really great to have you here. Take your boots off before you come in, and moonshine's over here. And it's like, okay, first of all, I'd like to keep my boots on. It's much nicer to be like, hey, would you, it's a very nice house. We're actually having a surprise party. I've never met you before, but hey, this is neat. Before you come further, take your boots off. It's new carpet. Is that cool? I would have agreed right away. Because you've already shown me you respect me as a human being. But no, you're going to tell me what's going on. And then when I start fucking shaking, you're going to come over and offer to help me. I don't want your help. You're going to fuck me up worse. I guarantee it. And then you make the mistake of asking how my week's been. I'm a busy person, and I've had a shit week. You just asked me about it. Guess what? I'm not a liar. I'm going to tell you the truth. Don't fucking watch me cook and then complain about the taste. Either don't eat or shut up and nod and thank me. And Rachel, you might want to look away because I have been watching myself and I know I look like a better looking your dad. And I know that's sort of insulting, but you know what type of man that son of a bitch is. I'm done taking shit from civilians. You know, Skip thought that U.S. service personnel were covered under the federal fucking workers union. I fucking was on the phone, and I'm like, I can't talk to this man anymore. I'm like, Skip, no, the military's not unionized. Just think about what you're saying. Could you imagine? Hey, nah, Sarge, we're on strike. We're not going to take that fucking position. I wish I was making this up. I wish I had a script. I wish I had paper. I'm not that good. I tell people, yeah, I did high school theater, so I guess technically speaking, I'm an actor. But ask anyone who saw me do theater in high school. I couldn't, no, not saw me. Anybody who was in theater. Justin Butler, I'm calling you out. Because you know goddamn well I didn't get my lines learned until the last fucking minute. Half the time I was improvising, and I just filled space in the cues. Made it work, and I had most of it down. But guess what? You didn't get line for line. You got the fucking idea of it. But you know what, snowflakes? That's the Magical Live Theater. Most of those people are fucking volunteers or fucking dudes trying not to get in trouble or whatever. They're not faggots. But we accept faggots. So when the guy is an out gay and he's in theater, not because everybody in theater is gay, it's because people in theater tend to be a little bit more open-minded. And we go, hey man, usually it goes, hey man, what girl are you tagging? Oh, I'm gay. And it's like, cool. So what dude are you tagging? Do I know him? And then usually he would have to say, oh, I've said too much. And it's like, that's all right, Chris. Put my makeup on. Let's do this. Let's fuck this chicken. And that's the end of the goddamn conversation. That's the kind of place I grew up in. That's why I think I'm privileged. Because the people I hung out with were liberal, and they had a fucking sense of humor, and they didn't take themselves too seriously. We had a kid that went to our school that was in the Civil Air Patrol and showed up half the days in a fucking 3-piece suit. I think he's a fuck up. He was always a weirdo, but at the very least he wasn't getting stuffed in his fucking locker every day. He was one of those kids that learned German really young, and that's always, why are you learning German? It's like, something's there. Nobody learns German just 'cause. There's usually something there, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't German. And he wasn't a racist. Like, he wasn't a white supremacist or anything. He just loved the language. Like, you say cream puff in German, and it sounds like you're threatening someone's life. Look at this. I'm shaking so much. I'm so angry. I got broccoli beef. because I realized I hadn't eaten a green vegetable in a couple of weeks. I'm not counting that shit I was fed in King County Correctional Facility. I found clear fucking carrots in my succotash. I don't even know how you fucked that up. How? How did that distributor fuck up carrots? Alright, look, if you're currently serving, I'm the cautionary tale, man. The shit that, you know, a combat veteran and dude, I'm gonna butcher your name, but you know who you are, fucking Backbone. Yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt it because I was about to call you Yoshi. It's because I just rewatched the thing where you had Siri give you a fucking roasting. But, you know, those dudes, I had somebody say, oh, you're just triggering yourself. I'm like, no, this is comfortable. This is my safety blanket. Don't think about it. No, you don't understand. This is a feature, not a bug. I was made this way because idiots like you sue the federal government over everything. So guess where they test the new laws? On our ass. So if I didn't know my troop well enough to realize that he was a fucking practicing Sikh, the first I'm gonna fucking hear about it isn't from him. It's gonna be from the first sergeant lubing my asshole up so fucking EO could come down and fuck me with somebody else's dick. I've never even heard of this agency, but guess what? They've heard of you. Bad holiday for you, friend. Leave? What leave? I remember there was a fucking meme going around. And I think it was based on a true story because I could see it happening. You know, a troop and his fucking sergeant have that kind of special relationship where they actually fucking trust each other. So, kid sends email. Hey, boss, I'm requesting leave. Boss replies, denied. But Sarge, you know, I really gotta fucking go home. Grandma's sick. Bullshit. Your fucking high school sweetheart just broke up with the idiot she was dating. You want to go fucking tag it. Airman. Okay, you got me. Can I get a fucking long weekend to leave? And then he sends the picture back of General Xerxes, you know, where it's got the quote, I am a generous God, and it's attached to the email with the leave approval number. You know, yeah, while he was emailing and fucking with his troop, he was busy approving the leave. It's just the system broke again, and it took long enough where he could continue fucking with his troop. That's how the military works. I'm tired of hiding it. It's men and women in the military, not fucking patriotic robots that hate freedom. We do freedom. We're in the business of freedom. It sounds like high explosives and misery to us, but we love it. So look, if you're currently on active duty, it's a shit show out here, man. I'm in the best VA in the fucking country for PTSD. And tonight, I all but begged my girlfriend to admit me into inpatient because I was so freaked out. I repeated the same shit 18 fucking times over the course of 3 hours because I kept forgetting what the fuck I was talking about. I'm pretty sure I've done it again just here and now. Hey, Debbie. I'm not proud. I just can't hold it in anymore. I think I'm back to being a Republican, by the way. Because the Democrats in this state, holy shit. I just got a lecture about safe spaces. I went on to try to tell them, hey, I know a lot about safe spaces. Because guess what? I got don't ask, don't tell training and don't ask, don't tell repeal training. I was in that special window of time where I made staff sergeant, got the training telling me that I had to have my gay airman lie to me when you forced me to do a fucking safety briefing. He's off to an all-boy gangbang, but he can't tell me that, so he's going to make up an on-the-spot fucking lie and tell me he's going to fucking count ancient Aztec beads that they found in Georgia for charity. Oh, by the way, Sarge, can that be an APR bullet? And I got to look at him and say, I want to throw my fucking toilet paper at you. And then he goes, yes, Sarge. And then I got to say, take a class. And he's going to tell me to go fuck myself. But it's going to sound like to the untrained ear, yes, sir, I'll get right on that. I'll go down to the education office. The truth of the matter is, he'll be such a fucking wise ass. He'll fucking share his Google position with me, go to the fucking education office, and be there just long enough to pick up an information pamphlet that gives him a list of all the fucking CLEP tests and say, sir, I'm going to take a few of these at random. Can't guarantee I'll pass. My wife's fucking around on me. And I would go, sure. That never really happened, but if you've ever been in the Air Force and you suddenly need fucking EPR bullets, you know that shit happens. None of my troops ever admitted that their wife was fucking around on them, but I know some who were. And they knew it too, but the girls had them by the balls because they knew the regs better than them, and that's where we fuck up. We marry these idiots because we're getting deployed and we like vagina, and oh no, we forgot about a condom because we're too drunk to see straight, and fucking to completion is a goddamn miracle because whiskey dick, what's that? That sounds like civilian weakness to me. You're not trying hard enough. And that's the real truth of why I ended up getting a vasectomy, because my mother-in-law threatened me with a brick. Scarlett was born at home, practically in the toilet. Lindsay had to pee. Then the head came out. She had just enough time to stand, move to the floor, when the midwife ran down the stairs and delivered a healthy, wonderful, shining, bright light on my life, Scarlett. Scarlett didn't give a shit she was born in a hospital with no anesthetics. She was just happy to be here. Hey, what's that? A boob. Happy baby. I even let my sister-in-law cut the cord because I thought, I've done 4. I'm just impressed Lori's not vomiting in a corner. And by the way, Lori, I know I have a problem with certain members of your family. But honestly, Dean and Lori, I got no beef with you whatsoever. Dean put his fucking hand out and his hand in his pocket to give me a job. I couldn't hack it because when I saw fucking some of his workers fucking up, I didn't know any of them. So I didn't know which ones were mates and which ones were hired help. And it drove me so crazy that I had to stop doing the job. I told him it was PTSD. I couldn't tell him why. Because I'm not a snitch, but I also don't like seeing my brother-in-law get fucked. And I actually care about this shit because guess what? I was doing nothing all day and I already felt like shit because I couldn't stand out there in the rain on account of my knee. Not because the mind wasn't willing. The body was unable. That's why I was in the car. But I'm pretty sure some fucking asshole complained about it. Dean has to come out and yell at my ass. A grown-ass motherfucking man getting yelled at by a grown-ass motherfucking man about something neither of them gives a fuck about. So yeah, Dean, Lori, honestly, I still got love for you. Unfortunately, your sister's the problem, and your mom's an enabler. And Ray, take a chill pill. I do love you. You know, I don't have a problem with you. I don't, Ray. I mean, I can remember what you told me when Lindsay fucking called up from Greece saying she was fucking a photographer. You said, and I quote, I'd find the nastiest skank in the village and fuck her on the front lawn. And my response was, I wouldn't want to expose the kids to that. Otherwise, capital idea, Pop. I don't have beef with you guys. But put yourself in my shoes. You know, your wife is calling immigration on you. You're living in a foreign country so you can be as close as humanly possible for your children. But you can't do right for doing wrong. You live in a trailer and you get fucking taken advantage of. Not because you're truly evil, just because you guys are so overwhelmed, it seems like a good idea at the time. And I'm sorry, guys. Lindsay's a shit. I tried to do this without getting lawyers involved. She denied mediation every time. And guess what, Lindsay? I got the paperwork. And you know those 8 fucking police reports? Actually read them. Half of them declare me as the vulnerable adult in that situation. Because in reality, despite what fucking shit Lindsay's been telling you, I walked away. She called me up saying, I called the police. So I went and turned myself in at Ely Police Station. Ray, I know you don't like cops because they fuck with you. I've seen it with my own eyes. You're not a liar. But I don't have that same problem because I know how to talk to cops. Most of the time. Guess what? Police force in Ely, half of them are fucking combat vets. When I went in there and told them what was up, they went, made me a fucking brew, put me in a holding cell, didn't fuck with me, and then said, hey, mate, Travelodge down the road's doing a special. Go sleep there tonight, yeah? And I went, yeah. And that's what I fucking did. I didn't beat your daughter. Yes, I've admitted, on record, look it up. I'm not ashamed. She went to throw a tea towel for whatever fucked up reason. I saw a grenade and I tackled her. As soon as I realized what I'd done, I got up, walked to the bedroom, shut the door. She's calling the cops. I'm calling my supervisor. Hey, DQ, I fucked up. I just tackled my wife. He says, great, I'm going to call the first sergeant. In the meantime, cops come check on me. They asked me if I have somewhere to go. I know my fucking boss has got my back. He's calling the fucking first shirt and commander saying, hey, warning, Airman fuck-ups got some fuck-ups coming our way. But because I told my supervisor what was going on, I only caught a fucking week of confinement and a command level letter of reprimand. I didn't get an article because I kept my boss in the loop. I didn't make him look dumb. He didn't make his boss look dumb. You know what? Shit can roll uphill if you're fucking substantially motivated. And guess what? When it came time for me to get out, my commander hooked me up. People bitch at me because I had a fully developed claim coming out of the Air Force. I'm not a fucking unicorn. I read the regs. You told me to read the regs when I was bored. I fucking did it. Just because I didn't share the knowledge with you because I couldn't be bothered. Not because I wouldn't have. You never asked. You looked at me like I was retarded because I was fucking hesitant about wheelchair basketball. Or, well, I'm not going to correct that because I don't want to out us. You know who you are. And there was wheeled vehicles and a ball and it was indoor and it was fucking awesome and we all got in trouble. And you know what? It's one of my happiest memories from that base. And Nichols, I know it was your wife that called the fucking FBI about voter fraud on Lindsay. That's a dick move, dude. And I know it was your wife. That's why I never fucking really had it out with you. I don't know what the fucking problem was between those two. Pretty sure it was my wife's fault. But if you just come to me and explained it, I would have told you that after we realized our mistake, she went in there and redacted it. There is a way to do it, and I looked it up. You assholes trained me. Don't treat me like an idiot. Alright, I'm done. That's ammo roasted. Who else needs a piece? I need to go out and piss. But it might be too early, and some idiot might be doing a fucking yoga walk in the goddamn woods at the fucking dark 30 time, and if I get my dick out to piss in the middle of the woods, he might see it. All of a sudden, I'm up on charges for sexual harassment because he saw a penis in the middle of the night in the woods. My first question is, what the fuck are you doing in the woods in the middle of the night while it's raining? But no, your right to be a fucking prat in public trumps my right to go piss behind a tree like God intended. And Debbie, you and Don, I'm an atheist. And I've been wanting to talk to you guys in private. I'm not real happy with Tom. He betrayed me. And again, he's your son. And that I've never said anything about it, but me and Tom need to have a talk. I said as much to him, and he either blocked me or just never responded to the message. I can't tell. I'm done reaching out to him. So if Tom wants to have that conversation, Tom, if you think back, you know what you did. You fucked me, buddy. And you didn't even mean to. You were a helper. You had no idea what was going on. Instead of trusting your foster brother, you went and tattled tales. Thanks, buddy. But I'm the fuck up. Now I'm in the awkward position where I'd snuck away to Amsterdam to try fucking weed under the table because at the time I was drinking a handle of fucking rum to deal with the stress. I had a Vietnam veteran come to me and say, hey man, try pot, it might help. But watch out for the paranoia, that'll kill us. I went in with my eyes open, went to fucking Amsterdam and got high. And you know what? It changed my fucking life for the better. But because Lindsay wants to fucking call the Seattle police while I'm in fucking lockup and tell them I touch little girls. That was another week added to my sentence while they verified that was bullshit. If I was on the outside, I could have sent him the emails where she made the same claim to fucking British social services 2 years ago and they didn't bite then. Because I told them, I called their bluff. I said, check my kid's sexual area if you want. Be advised, their grandmother's a horse breeder. They ride horses. If they have a ruptured hymen, it could potentially be from that. But you know what? Run all the tests. Do everything. Do fucking everything. And I'll give you a goddamn DNA sample. And I tell you what, if you find my DNA in my kids' fucking private areas, take me to fucking jail because I'm the type of person that needs to be killed. Guess who's still fucking here? In a goddamn freezing cold shed smoking cigarettes yelling at the internet in the middle of the night. He has 2 thumbs, and he looks like a fucking owl with these goddamn feathers sticking out of his head. But I couldn't find my clippers today, because my shit's packed in garbage bags. See, it all connects. And I sound crazy, and it's all true, and I hate it.
I'm going to risk taking a pee. I'll be right back. I'm going to leave it running. Just to show there's no fuckery here. This isn't scripted. Nobody's paying me to do this. I'm just tired of good friends having to waste their fucking internet because they're probably doing an internet call by accident. I'm tired of good people calling me up while I'm trying to fucking do shit to get my life back on track, telling me not to post on Facebook. I may not have a constitutional right to fucking go on Facebook. Do have a constitutional right to talk. You, the anonymous you that's watching this and has hurt feelings, don't watch it. Hit the pause button, hit back, or better yet, turn your fucking phone off and look up when you're walking down the goddamn street. And if you heard that pop, that was my fucking knee. I'm sitting on a goddamn... What is this? I think it's a broken microwave. I'm sitting on a microwave because my fucking leg was about to give out. No, I haven't been shot. Because of what my job was, I got a bone spur growing through the anterior tendon right next to my knee. The fucking jail staff, I even let them put hands on me to verify it, and she pushed the fucking fluid sac right into the sharpened thing of bone. Thanks a lot, ma'am. Where'd you get your fucking kid college degree? Why did I take my glasses off to piss? These are my pissing glasses. Anyway, and here's another thing. I would swear never to collect VA benefits ever again if I could go back to the Air Force and somehow they magically divorce me from this fucking succubus. And, you know, with all the fucking bells and whistles in that she has no claim over my shit and I get to talk to my kids on Skype. I'm sorry that's a luxury nowadays, but it's real. I haven't spoken to any of my children in over a year and a half. Mr. Bolton, what's your biggest problem? Huh? Life. That sounds like you're suicidal. No, I chose life. So what's your problem? Life. It doesn't work. Now I hear dance music. There's somebody out there. And they're probably half curious and half bored and wondering what the fuck's going on. There's the safety plan in action. You know I sound angry. I am self-aware, by the way. I know what this looks like. It's not a cry for help. It's a cry for people to stop helping me. You know, I've had 12, count them, 12 different social workers. 12 fucking social workers since I've been back in America, and not one of them has been qualified to deal with me. Not a one. I see here in your record you have combat-related PTSD. Yeah, what seems to be the problem? I want to be in combat. That's a problem. You're telling me. I will choose. Put me. You know what? Put me in the Army. Let me keep my rank, though. I earned D5. Those tests are hard, man. I won't even ask for a promotion. I'll start at the bottom of V5. Don't make me a boot. I'll go to the Army. Put me in 11 Bravo. Drug me to the eyeball so I forget I have a fucking bone spur. And fucking send me back, coach. I don't give a fuck at this point. I know I'll change my mind in the morning and go, what the fuck was I thinking? I would have volunteered for the Army? Get it together, idiot. You don't like MREs. They give you the shits. And it's not that I don't like them. It's not that I don't like them. In fact, I like the taste very much, especially the carrot cake-like substance that comes in that pouch. You know what I'm talking about. Fucking delicious. It always turns my shit bright fluorescent yellow. I don't care. That was like an entertaining thing. And, oh, by the way, while we're on the subject of eating downrange, why don't we take a moment and thank the Girl Scouts? That's fucking right. Call me a Girl Scout. Because every time I see those fucking girls, I buy $20 of Samoas. Because you know what? I was sent on a supply run to the fucking... Is that a mosquito? What the fuck kind of mosquitoes you have? It's October. I know it rains all the time. God damn. What the fuck? Maybe it's fuzz. Anyway, I go to pick up a crate of MREs. I can't remember who was with me, but I had a wingman. And, we get out to the pad and we look over and there's camo netting. And all you can see is Girl Scout cookies. And there's a supply sergeant nearby. I think he was Army. It was Bagram Air Base. Really, the Army ran the installation. For example, we didn't call it a bomb dump. It was the ASP, the Ammunition Supply Point. That's an Army term. We don't say that in the Air Force. But I learned it because it was their house, their rules. And I'll never forget the look on your LT's face when fucking Tech Sergeant Semino fucking cut the control door in half without clearing it with anybody. That poor girl went to West Point. She didn't know where to stand. Because she'd always been taught that E6s know what the fuck they're doing. You're learning a valuable lesson, young grasshopper. You'll make a fine officer one day. I wonder if she's still in. I don't even know her name. You know who you are. If you fucking come across this video, you should have joined the Air Force. And they would have let you wear makeup. Well, legally wear makeup. You wouldn't have had to hide your shame. Anyway, maybe it was a spider, because now I have spider webs in my head. Maybe it's the fact I have hair. I didn't want to have hair tonight. I was like, that was like my treat. I was so excited about, the way they described it in court. Oh no, we got a moving company and it's costing us money. That's why we're being a bastard about letting him get his property. It's a public storage, but because we want somebody there when he opens it, but wait, we've got a no contact order. Here's what we'll do. We'll further inconvenience Mr. Bolden. Here's another bowl of shit soup. Make sure you smile wide for the camera. Well, fuck you. Yeah, madam. Shouldn't bite your nails. That's how you get worms. This is a general public service announcement. And in no way connected to anything I saw at all. People worry about me punching them in the face. I worry about people punching themselves in the face. Because that's all I'm seeing in this state. People just walk around continuously punching themselves in the face. And then when I say, hey, don't do that. That's not a good look. They look at me like I fucked up. I'm the alien. Okay. Ensuring freedom's future for what? And I know it was spelled with E-N, not I-N, but it's a joke. Fuck you. Don't know what I'm talking about, and you just started at this point in the video, and you're going, what the fuck is this guy's problem? Why is there a hard hat in the background, next to a T-square, next to a fucking tree saw? Well, those are all answers that you will find at other parts of this video. If it helps your little hipster mind, call it an ARG treasure hunt and have at it, hoss. Lewis Black, you're a hero. Not all heroes wear capes.
If you really piss me off, the next time I go to court, I'm going to cosplay as Saitama. And guess what? I bought the costume today. I'm just not wearing it, because the first time I put that motherfucker on, I'm going to be cue-balled. So my first time cosplaying is also an event where I can fuck further with King County and all of their various facilities, correctional or otherwise. Behavioral management, or behavioral modification. That's what it was. My behavior needs to be modified. Okay, well, modify my behavior. It's better than you having to remodify somebody's face after it gets rearranged after a freak accident involving a fucking zebra in the middle of goddamn 8 House. Nobody knows where the zebra went, but it definitely ran in and kicked this dude in the face. Yes, I'm angry. I'm very fucking angry. And no, I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm tired of fiddle fucking around. I've called for help. I've literally gone down the entire list of civilian helplines. You know, I don't have trouble talking to somebody. Problem is, they're the only person in the office, and either they don't have the authority or they're too scared to make a fucking decision. So they tell me to call back at a later date. I say, hey, I'm a busy man. Can you do me a favor? The person who can actually do this shows up. Can you please hand me my name and number? One of two things must be true. Either they have not done that because they forgot about me, my life's not important. I get it. I'm just getting a little weary of calling everybody and being declared unimportant. Kind of sucks. Bit of a kick in the balls. Option 2, which if option 1 is false, option 2 must be true. They heard what I had to say and thought, this guy's monumentally insane and didn't immediately call for help, or this guy's got a fucking story in there and didn't call for help. Either way, you fucked up. You're either not actively calling for help or you're not hooking me up when I asked you to in good faith. You fucked up, not me. Don't put me in jail for that. I'm not going to stop pointing it out. I'll tell you what, I'll go quietly when you find me the other 400, or I'm sorry, let's get this correct. There were 43 pages, which is why I'm making so much fucking hay about this whole, on the contents page of King County Correctional Facility Inmate Information Manual, last line of text of the table of contents states, there's a page 422. There's a page 43, so I know it wasn't even a fat finger typo. Somebody fucked that up. And I'm pretty sure somebody took the correctional officer manual and just edited it, deleted a bunch of shit, did a shit job of fucking copy editing, and then fucking printed 8 billion of them. Now all of a sudden, you're having to go to your supervisor, has to go to his supervisor, who has to go to the mayor, and explain why you need more money for paper, because the fucking GED hero over here doesn't know how to control his computer, and he certainly wasn't paying attention after fucking Keebler elves were spontaneously created, and he needed 14 fucking boxes of paper and nobody caught him before it was too late. I can keep going, and I will. I'm just taking a breath. Nobody believes anything anymore. I was, see something, say something. It's a thing. Look it up. See something, say something. It's beaten into your head. Well, you're seeing something. Ain't nobody saying nothing. They're going to get somebody else to do it. Well, they don't want to do it. That's not their job. You know who's always happy to go fuck with somebody? The police. Because they're working late. And guess what? This would spice up that cop's night. He might just want to come talk to me man to man. Can't do it offline. That would be unseemly. So he's going to come and lock me up. And then some fucking crusading. At this point, I can't tell if it's more the detective or somebody in the prosecutor's office. But the detective, guess what? When you forward emails with your contact details declaring who you are and looking for helpful statements in this case. Helpful statements? What's helpful? What do you mean by that? You want to have people give adversarial statements about me. What do you mean helpful? What's helpful? Because you ain't helped me. Last time I checked, you're sending no contact orders to Snohomish Sheriff's Office when you know goddamn well I'm still in solitary confinement. Because you put me there. You made sure I was there. because you made sure I had a $250,000 bail. You made sure I was charged with threat to bomb, even though I never made such a threat. I said I was going to bring this building down, but you know what? Several popular songs say I'm the bomb. You don't see people getting locked up for saying this is the bomb. Now we joke and say, don't say bomb in an airport. There's a whole fucking bit in a movie, and you know which one I'm talking about, where he says bomb, 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 bomb. What are you going to do? And he gets fucking tased in the booty hole. That shit's true. Don't say bomb on a plane. People will freak out. But if I'm in my own apartment, scratching my nuts and fucking shouting at everybody, don't fuck with me. Alright? I'm on the internet by my choice, yelling. Really, here's what's happening. This is what's happening in reality. I am in a room by myself in the middle of the night, freezing my nuts off, talking to myself. But I'm fucking justifying it by having this goddamn camera. Because you know what? Only crazy people talk to myself. So I'll talk to America. You at least can grant me that. I did things you can't imagine with supplies you wouldn't accept if you were paid. So shut the fuck up and let me talk to myself. You're just bitter because I'm getting paid to do it because I am disabled. What? Would you rather see me on the streets in a wheelchair fucking yacked out on meth? This bothers you, but you can walk past the fucking veterans on the streets? Hey, Semper Fi, do or die, devil dog. Yeah, you're homeless now. Your body's all burned up because your fucking Humvee wasn't up armored and blew up on you. Yes, there may have been enemy fire involved. We're not going to say that because we're going to try to fuck you out of your benefits. Why? Because you're a Marines, and whatever's wrong in the Navy is clearly infecting the Marines because it seems like everybody's out to get the little guy. I've met way too many fucking PFCs with way too many years under their belt. He either need to be eased out of the fucking Marine Corps or promoted. Because either way, that bastard's a survivor, and he would have been fine either way. Don't fuck him out of his benefits, alright? He got blown up. The man has a Purple Heart. Stop fucking with him. He needs help with meth. He's been to jail 8 fucking times. But yeah, yet, you're going to tell me what to fucking do? Something's wrong here. Either you aren't paying attention to dudes who genuinely need help, because I had that man weeping with me when I talked to him about being a chaplain and I counseled him in that fucking barracks. I told him, it's alright, man, you're not a living gun. You're a human fucking being. You still got 2 thumbs and a pulse, so somebody needs your help. You know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to out you, dude, because you're an inmate, but you know who you are, man. I still got your back. And I haven't changed my phone number. I'm not going to. Fuck that. I'm not angry. I'm terrified. I'm terrified that I am actually doing what the government is forcing me to do. And I hate that. They don't have the authority. And it's not even the government. The government isn't a person. It's an institution, organization. And somebody loves policies. Well, fuck your policies. The law supersedes your policy. If your policy is not fucking meshing with the law, your policy's wrong first. If you don't like it, go fucking challenge the law in court. That's how you change society. You don't change society by suing McDonald's because your dumbass forgot coffee was hot. I don't care if McDonald's made really hot coffee. And you know why they did it? Because a bunch of you fucking assholes complained you got cold coffee and you got salmonella from it. It's not where salmonella comes from, asshole. Just... I can't even tell what fucking political party I belong to. I don't know where I belong. That's why I made the joke about resurrecting the Bull Moose Party. Of course I didn't register a political party, you dickheads. You know, they actually put in some of the court documents, we checked his blog and he had a picture of Trump giving a thumbs up. First of all, if you had scrolled down, you would have known I was taking the piss out of him, because look at his fucking face. He's sucking his teeth and giving a thumbs up while doing a pelvic thrust. What the fuck is that, Donnie Bonespur? You look like an idiot. You want to be the president of the United States? Stop acting like a fucking child. And somebody, anybody, take his phone. George Washington founded a country without the assistance of electricity. That dipshit can go a few weeks without digging himself into a deeper hole. He already should have resigned because he's a fucking disgrace. So Republicans, the baby's ugly. Own it and fucking impeach the bastard. I don't trust Mike Pence. Democrats, stop fucking around. We don't trust Mike Pence, but he's not fucking Trump. And don't give me that shit, well, then all right, maybe this, that. Fuck off. We're beyond that. Your politics don't matter. This is a democracy. All right? The Electoral College fucked up because they are purpose-built to stop this shit. That's what they were for. It's not a fucking gimme for your buddies because he sucked your dick in the back room and then didn't release the fucking pictures. It's designed so fucking reality TV stars who I distinctly remember getting chokeslammed by Vince McMahon on fucking WWF Raw, or whatever the fuck it was called at the time. Can't remember if they had been sued by the World Wildlife Fund. We never would have confused WWF with WWF, even though in English it's the same fucking letters. Now one person is going to confuse the emblem with the fucking panda on it with the scrawled out sorta looks like blood, sorta looks like melted metal. It's awesome. Fucking WWF fucking wrestling shit. Nobody confused that. You're piss taking. And whoever was the judge in that case needs to go away. They just need to kick sand for the rest of their life. And if they're dead, that's terrible. I don't know. It could have been a really old judge. It could have been the last case they sat on. I'm not looking it up. If you feel offended, go look it up and give me the fucking case summary. I'll read it and then apologize. Don't fucking call me out and saying I'm threatening to kill anybody. Guess what? People die every second. It happens. Welcome to Earth. Fucking idiots. Or then I dare you to talk to me about fucking water aid to Africa. Yeah, because it's so disgusting. They have to walk out to a field. And, you know, it's bullshit. Like, who wants to walk out in a field in the middle of the night, you know? And I'm like, no. They don't want to walk out in the middle of the field in the night, not because they don't want muddy feet. It's because fucking pervos hide in the drainage ditch, and when they pull their panties down to finally have a shit, because they got to walk 3 miles to hide their fucking shame, otherwise they get their clitoris cut off and called a whore. Yeah, he's going in for the rape. This girl can't she's getting it coming and going. She's getting raped by her husband in the house, and then raped by the fucking village idiot in the goddamn field. And God help her if she comes on her period at the same time, because then everybody dies, and her entire extended family gets beheaded because she brought shame on Allah's holy penis or some shit. Yeah, I got something for everybody. You're all getting roasted. And when I mean all, I mean every fucking one of you 7 billion idiots. If you're under the age of 3, you need not listen. If you're over the age of 3, it doesn't apply, but you might learn something. If you're over the age of 16, you fucked up. You might not know where you fucked up, and I don't know you personally, but I guarantee you, if I ever got introduced to you, I don't care what you've done in your life. Pretty sure I could find a fuck up. Not because you're inherently a fuck up, it's just everybody's a fuck up. And I'm a sergeant. So if you want to give me a reason to look at you, well, I hope your fucking table of contents has the right number of pages. Because that's all I need to go, they missed the spot. They polished this turd, and here's a big spot here of soft shit. Let me put a finger in it, see what I pull out. Yeah, I just insinuated that I'll finger a turd. You know what? Take a shit in my driveway and I'll put my finger in it. Then I'm going to put that finger somewhere else and it might offend you. Make of that what you will. If Will Ferrell said it, he'd win a fucking Oscar. So leave me alone. And you know what? Congratulations to you guys that are fucking hanging out with me and fucking keeping me here, because you know what? Pretty sure one of the boxes I brought home has my weed in it. That's over there. I'm not rolling it. I have access to marijuana right now because the box that was full of electronics.
Stop.
No.
You need to go.
I need to drive off?
Yeah. You need to fuck out.
Okay. Give me a second to... I'll just grab a few things from inside and I'll be gone. I didn't think you could hear me. I came out here like you said.
Stop. I don't need fucking excuses.
Alright. I don't have a girlfriend anymore.
I'm glad this is live. Once again. Just let it be, Claire. I'm gonna go drive around. And at least it didn't waste my time filling in the rental paperwork. Still not gonna smoke. And I'm gonna come clean. I even rolled one, took a puff. Took 2 puffs. She took it away from me. And I let her. So you know what? That's all I needed. That's fine. I'll do a detox thing Monday or whatever. And then I'll admit it to my mental health social worker and take my licks. She wanted me to help her with her SSI. I wish her the best. She really helped me. I'm too much. I'm just disabled enough to not be able to function, but not disabled enough to get help. I get money. Because money solves all our problems.